Okay, I'm back again. It's just one boring day. I heard the weather's just supposed to get up to 43 tomorrow, but I'm hearing people say it's gonna rain and snow and do this on the weekend. Damn, the fucking internet wants to tell me something different. Never know what. Ugh. I know I gotta work Friday and Saturday. I don't go into 4 o'clock. Loggy Doggy goes to Deer Park in the morning. St. Patty's Day parade is this Saturday. I wish I could go. But it'd be too cold and rainy to probably even enjoy it. And the only way I can go to Deer Park is if somebody takes me. So I may see if somebody in the building is going to go Saturday. They ain't got me going into 4 o'clock. Boy, they're going to have me working out there and then taking the bus home in the damn cold and the fucking rain and shit like that. It's the only thing about Buckingham, especially when the only bus you can get is a damn 19 home. That's a bitch. But make sure I have $5 to get the cab home. Because I can get the cab home on Saturday. Sunday, forget it, unless I just call a cab to come get me on Sunday. I could always call and get a cab to schedule to come pick me up at the 4th Street Live. But I just, that's not pretty much the topic of this video, this conversation. What brings me to the topic of talking about slanderous people. Talking about people who lie on other people. You know, people lie on other people. I know it's kind of a he said, she said kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? I know it's he said, she said shit. But when you got people that lie about somebody being dead just to get people upset, get roused up and shit, it's a different man's story. I'll tell you the situation. It's the situation that's been happening. I'll tell you what's happening kind of in my world, what's going on. There used to be a guy lived up here in Louisville. His name was Nathan. He went out, him and Loggy they went out for 11 years. And I guess they broke up, and when they broke up, Nathan didn't take it too well. He would come up there stalking her, pre-taping everything. She had to have a restraining order put out. But they broke up because he was cheating on her and shit. And I guess Nathan, health-wise, went downhill. He was pissing on the couch and everything. Pissing on himself, shitting on himself. Who knows what the fuck was going on. But he was schizophrenic. I don't know what he had, but I know him and his girlfriend he had at the time, T, would start shit with me and stuff. There's been a couple times I've had to put the folks out on them, GD folks, because they were fucking with me. Trying to accuse me of shit I didn't do. It's basically, you know, I don't know what the fuck problem they have with me, especially T's shit. She's got issues with me, but she goes now and talks about me to everybody else, but she don't have the guts to come say it to my face. If she thinks she's so big and bad at me, like she can fight me and beat me up, why the fuck she don't come say shit to my face then? But this is what's going on. T was the last woman that Nathan went out with. But 2015, he left Louisville to go stay with his mother in North Carolina because I guess she couldn't take care of himself, and he lost his Section 8, lost his apartment. So, like I said, he went to stay with his mother, but nobody's heard from Nathan since then, and T said she's not heard from him. So she claimed to Jerome yesterday. Let's just say the day before because it's already after 12 o'clock. It's already 3BG Friday. Almost forgot it's Friday. Well, she says to Jerome that she decided to go look Nathan up on the internet to see where his whereabouts is. Come to find out, she said she spotted the obituary for him where he died. He basically passed away back in 2016, and his mom he's got a sister here in Louisville. None of his people made an effort to let anybody here in Louisville know that he passed away, which sounds really fishy. They claim that his mother didn't know who his friends were, which is bullshit, because Jan used to go out with him. His mother loved her to death, but his mama wouldn't let T know because she don't like T. And that's why she's thinking that's why her mama didn't let her know. But to me, I have a hard time believing what T says, Jerome tends to believe things that's told to him. Jerome will believe about anything you tell him, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these people I know with mental illness, are like that. Jan will believe things that you tell her. But me, even though I have, not saying all people, mental problems are like that, because some of us, every person with mental problems is different, Like me, you might have, like I said, mental illness. Like me, there's us mental illness people that got trust issues and get paranoid easy. So it's like if we're told some shit, we gotta see proof right up there. We won't believe anything till we see it. And to me, this is the case with T because I'm having trouble believing all this. Even if we haven't heard from Nathan or nothing, maybe his mama is not letting him have anything to do with those people here in Louisville. He could still be alive, but she might have, just like I said, it could have been up to Nathan or up to his mom that he cuts him off. And I've heard, sometimes I wonder if this has really happened. His mama used to say that she wished her son would hurry up and die so she can get that life insurance money. And see, if Nathan left 2015 to go back and still stay with his mother in North Carolina, but here, about a year later, he's dead. But, Nathan did have health problems. He was diabetic and blood pressure. But if he died of diabetes, how did he just all of a sudden die? And now why would his mom not tell nothing? Because sometimes it looks fishy to me if he died. If that's how he died and everything, and his mom said the shit he did, shit she said, and didn't even bother to make an effort to contact people here, then I'm kind of suspicious that his mama could have had something done to him, His mama ain't gonna kill him with a gun or nothing like that, but she could have gave him stuff, could have stuff in his drinks, his medicine. She could have done anything to have him killed. She makes his medical decisions, you know what I'm saying? She could have had him giving him medicine that made it really fuck him up, So there's so many ways somebody can kill a person. And I think maybe she could have done something like that. But until then, like I said, I'm not really believing he's passed away yet. Jerome said she went, I said, Jerome, did you actually see this yourself? Did you see T actually show you this shit? I'm not going to believe nothing until I see it. But I did tell Jan today about this shit, and Jan's crying. Jan was really crying in tears. But this whole point boils down to, is that T could be just making shit up, hoping Jerome would go tell Jan or somebody just to make her feel bad. just to make her feel upset, just to get everybody upset. And to be honest with you, that's serious. You want to go lie about somebody being dead? If you go around, I think if you go around lying to people or lying to a bunch of people, getting them all upset, saying somebody's dead, you ought to get in trouble. You should go to court. I don't saying you should get jail time, but yeah, they should make you pay a fine, do community service. You should be punished for that. But Louisville don't do that. Louisville doesn't do it. Because I just asked the police officer if this woman, if I find out this, I was up at Thornton's earlier. Me and Jan was talking about this on the phone, and I seen a police officer, and I just went up and asked him if she was going around doing this, and he said, as long as it wasn't as far as claiming insurance money or doing something like that, then it's okay for her just to go around and do that because it's he say, she say stuff. But what I don't understand is there were some teenagers up here years ago in St. Matthews that called parents to say that their kids died in a car accident or died here and there, getting their parents upset, and then come down to find out that didn't happen. Well, you want to tell you what happened to kids that did this prank shit. Oh, they got jail time, I think. Yeah, they did get arrested for this shit, and they got in trouble. Big trouble. I mean, they didn't get no slap. I mean, from what I honestly remember, the law did not tolerate this shit. I mean, they didn't get these kids did not really get a slap on the wrist for this. They did get punished. I don't know if they got arrested. They might have got arrested and locked up for a few days, but I tell you, when they got out, they had to pay some money for that. They had to pay money. I don't know who they paid money to, but I mean, but just getting somebody upset, you don't know if you can put that person through it. I mean, let's say someone wants to go tell somebody someone died, and you cause that person to have a nervous breakdown. They even have a heart attack or something because you told them this shit and it wasn't true. That should be against the law. I don't know why it's like, Now, when I was in Cincinnati, I remember when I was back in high school with McNick, this girl getting in trouble for telling lies about this man, about this guy. I wish I can find the people that was in the study hall when this was happening, even though that was years ago. This girl Marguerite Cummings. I need to invite people from that. I don't even think I got some people on my Facebook from my old study hall. I was being bad myself. I was doing in trouble for law myself and shit like that at the time. But and a lot of my friends did hang around the girl. I don't say all of them did, but this one girl I know hang around her. She turned out to be a fake bitch. I want to tell you about this one though. When I was in Cincinnati, let me get Alan on here because I think Alan, he went to Z school with me, but he did say if somebody goes around and lies about some shit, people like that, you could actually take them to court. You won't probably have to serve jail time, but that person can't get in trouble. You can't make that person pay fines and do all that stuff, pay for any damages. But let me bring Alan on here if I can find him. Because they law, see here in Louisville, you go around telling lies about somebody, and it don't matter how bad they hurt. Like say if you go around lying to somebody and you cause them lose their job, lose their place, and all that shit, and you cause them reputable harm and stuff like that, they don't do nothing to you here in Louisville. But shit, Cincinnati, You can't go around and lie about people like that. I just invited Alan on here to the set so he can answer this for me. Not answer this, but you know, from what we remember growing up in Cincinnati, that if you went around lying about somebody else, you go to court. Ain't the person that you lied about to take you to court. And this is what happened when I was at McNick. I mean, these were two. Okay, Marguerite, she was a freshman. And then there was this guy named Mike Lynn. Mike Lynn was a senior. And what happened was he took Marguerite to court because Marguerite went around telling lies about Mike Lynn. And from what I found out, what came out, they caught her, the courts or whoever, caught Marguerite in about 50 lies. They caught her in about 50 lies that she kept telling about Mike Lynn, and she wound up having to pay a fine of only $50. Shit. I was a slap on the wrist making them pay $50, because shit, the law wasn't so easy with me back in. Shit, a friend of mine got in trouble for assaulting somebody and only got fined $35. I did some shit like that, trust me, they'd have me in jail. They'd have me doing time in freaking 2020. Or fine me so much fucking money that I couldn't pay for it. I swear, sometimes I sit here and ask, I mean, I wonder why did the Lord make me white? You know, society was going to treat me like I'm black, why didn't he make me black? I ain't trying to offend some white people, but I will say, you know, maybe they made me white so I could catch a lot of white people in their bullshit, you know. Yeah, you can see, you know, white people, you know how they, you know, when black people ain't around, you know how some white people like to act around their own. A lot of times they may act like that around the wrong white people. I'm one of them. Shoot. Some white people, but there have been a lot of white people like that figure that out about me. So it's like, they figure that out about me, and sometimes they'll use that just to get on my good side. They try to say they like black people and say good things about black people just to get on my good side. But then come to find out, they not like that. They're racist. I kind of went off the subject a little bit, but no. So I just said that because I think they only gave her they only fined her $50, and I don't know if they gave her any other punishment. But she did get punished, but maybe they only fined her $50 too, because she was still a minor at the time. She was only a freshman when this happened. She was only 14, 15 years old. But still, I was still a juvenile too. And damn law wasn't so easy with me. Damn, they want to fucking put me somewhere just for something. Lock me up. You know, it's kind of like that, you know. I know black people get treated bad by the legal system, but a lot of times, you know, we know what some white people have been in the same shoes and been treated the same way by our own people, and know what it's like. So, you know, we're one of the people that just don't fit in with the realm of things, so we get treated the same way. But yeah, I remember. See, Cincinnati. See, if she got in trouble for telling the lies, but I just wonder if it was just a he said, she said thing, or if these were actually lies that actually damaged him in some way or another. You know, I know that's been like 25 years ago that happened, even more longer than that. I mean, shit, it'll be 30 years that's happened. And I was only 15 when that happened. 15 years old when this was going on. And here I am, 43 years old, 43 and a half. And I'm going to go back and ask that guy this shit. So that's kind of not recent. That's too much of the past. But see, but that was back then. That was back in the 90s, too. It might have been against the law back then to go around and lie about people. And it might have been that way here. But maybe with so many damn cases that they get, they decide to probably just drop that. I don't know if it's changed in Cincinnati like that too, but you go around lie, like especially, man, you go around lie about somebody being dead, and you up in Cincinnati, and they still got the law like that. Oh yeah, you definitely going to court. Yep. I remember Alan saying something one time that if someone goes around lying about somebody like that, and I guess it depends what kind of lies they are and what they do. You can't actually take somebody to court for it if you got proof that this shit's happened. Well, they caught her in some lies, and I don't know what kind of lies she told, but it must have been pretty bad if she had to take her to court. But they fined her only $50, and, you know, fine, that's it, you know, she's from Anderson. Marguerite was from Anderson Township. Some kids get in trouble in Anderson Township, they're going to get a slap on the wrist. $50. $50, I don't know what kind of damages the guy incurred from her telling lies, but I'm sure $50 didn't pay for everything. You know, if the lies cost him some kind of loss or something, monetary loss, you know, he should have been able to sue her for that. You know, and that's what it sounds like you could do in a slander case. You know, and maybe they can do that here. But I didn't ask him about that. But like I said, you call a lie about somebody dying. I'll tell you my opinion. Yeah, you go around lying about somebody passing away and dying and getting everybody upset. Yeah, you do need to get in trouble with the law. You need to get in trouble. You need to go to court. Because, I mean, getting that person upset, you know, like I said, I just mentioned earlier, I think it could cause Jan to have a mental breakdown. Jan has mental illness. And she just could have caused Jan to get upset, depressed. What if Jan went to the hospital over hearing about this shit? You know, and Jan found out he didn't die. She'd go back and sue T for the monetary losses she incurred, you know. For example, the amount of money she incurred being in the hospital that she'd have to pay out of her pocket, make T pay that. That would be stuff that would be restitution that T would have to pay. And, you know, to either do that, you either pay a fine or you go do community service. And if you don't do that, you go to jail. But I guess they don't want to put people in jail for shit like that because jails are full enough as it is with other shit. But damn, going around lying about somebody being dead, that's worse than going out and dealing drugs, in my opinion. Really just messed with someone's life, you know. If I was just somebody dumb enough to believe anything, and you call and tell me, for example, and lie and say that my mom or dad passed away, and I wound up getting upset and dead and everything else, that's pain that I had to go through for a few minutes. I didn't have to ask to go through. And then come to find out they alive. And if you was a person and whoever it was that told me that shit, I want to know why the fuck they lied. If they just made the shit up and just did that to get me upset, oh yes, I'm going to try to sue your ass. I'm going to take your ass to court. Especially, you know, if you can't, you go around and talk about this, get away with it here in Louisville. But if you could call somebody's parents and say that they kids died or son died or whatever in a car accident and find out it wasn't true, but these kids got punished because the law didn't tolerate the shit. And that's my commentary about Slanderous People. Peace.